2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. So same time 2 weeks ago. So I just want to get straight to the it's the championship weekend recap, man. Because I was told that this was a different team. I was told we are here for this. This is us. This is what we're meant to do. I'm just telling everybody what I was told. And when we went out there and watched this past weekend, was the same Lamar Jackson in the playoffs. Goes from MVP to LVP. Least valuable player.
That's crazy.
My question for the Raven fans in the chat is, man, what went wrong? I just need you guys.
The game plan went wrong.
What went wrong? Who is the most to blame?
I just want to start out by saying,
yeah,
I come to you guys a humble man. There's a lot of blame to go around, but we shit the bed. We shit the bed bad.
So it wasn't the refs, Leighton. The refs weren't the reasons why you guys lost the game.
Man, we shit the bed. We to be a number one seed 2 times in 5 years and to have nothing to show for it is despicable. I'm still trying to find words for what happened, but I just want to apologize. And I told people to bang the Ravens money line. I might have lost people some money, and I am humbled.
That's funny.
For the moment.
I went back to listen to the episode today, and I just found it very hilarious that someone on this pod said the Ravens were going to score 34 points. That was the craziest thing to me. Instead of 34, they scored 10. So I want to hear from the guy who predicted that. Chubbs, tell me what went wrong. Tell me what went wrong.
I was wrong.
Ravens fault.
First of all, but I think the game plan went completely wrong. You saw what the Bills did the previous week to that rushing defense. They put up 183. And we only ran the ball 6 times all game. And 2 of the rushing attacks that we did do, Gus Edwards took it for 15, and I believe Lamar had 21. And then we stopped going to it for some unknown reason. It's like we were playing like we were down by 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns the whole game. Like, it was only a touchdown majority of the second half. I mean, well, the third quarter going into the fourth quarter. You're telling me, because I watched the press conference today, because the end of the year press conference, and Hardball was hardball. I'm really getting tired of hardball. He said game plan going into the game was run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. And I was like, what? Because I watched the game, and that's not what the fuck we were trying to do. And he said something really crazy where he told Monken about running the ball, and they kind of tried to deflect it to Lamar. And then I was like, oh, you're trying to blame Lamar now for changing the play. Instead of, you're the head coach of the football team. That's the offensive coordinator. Yeah, he played bad. Lamar played bad. Shit the bed, like Layden said. But Lamar took blame because he's a leader. You guys are the head football coach and the offensive coordinator. Take some fucking accountability. You are muted, Mr.
What if it's true that Lamar was changing the plays up the line?
Even if it was true, Wayne, if it was a run play that the line was ready for a run play and they checked into a pass, for one, there's multiple times in the game where I saw a drop back, and like I told Joey agreed. There was constant pressure from the jump. Like, I know he played bad, but he also had people in his face 9 times out of 10 if we did 10 plays. Chris
No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. If the pressure was in his face,
Joey, did I say he was bad?
It was
Didn't I say he was bad?
Yeah.
No.
I literally say he was bad,
was
but
always in his face 9 times.
Was it not?
That's bullshit. The pressure was in his face, but he also had something to do with the pressure being in his face for him holding the ball.
Like I said,
Wayne, what you guys are trying to avoid and saying is the lights were too bright for Lamar Jackson.
I literally said he played terrible.
Lights were too bright. We're trying to blame
we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
We're trying to blame John Harbaugh. We're trying to blame the referees for the
you are a narrative
being
king.
Too bright for Lamar.
Fucking narrative
Jackson.
king.
That is the truth.
That's your narrative.
Too bright for him. We saw Lamar not run. Todd Monken did not tell Lamar when he's in the pocket for 3 seconds, the defense has his back turned to him to not run the ball. I don't believe John Harbaugh told him that, and I don't think Todd Monken told him that. There's no way you're going to get me to believe that. The lights are too bright. He got shook.
That's your narrative.
We're not going to. Narrative is true. The proof is in the pudding.
And next time you ask me to tell my shit and you just cut me completely off.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
That was bringing on the cape.
I'm done because you
put your cape out of your closet right now.
Wayne, you're capping so hard because I literally said he played fucking terrible. I'm sorry. Did I not say he played terrible? I can't assess what. Can I not assess what happened? No, stop. Can I not? Hey, you said you weren't gonna cut me off.
I'm sorry.
Can I not assess what happened in the fucking game? Was Chris Jones not in the backfield a ton of times in the game? Did Lamar not get strip sacked because Ronnie Stanley has one of the worst pass protections? I don't care, Wayne. It was still. Bro, it was still a part of the game, was it not?
Was the strip stack Ronnie Stanley's fault? This is the last time I'm going to cut you off.
And this is the last time I'm going to ask you this one question.
No, you can't answer my question with a question. Answer my question.
I am now.
Leighton, was the strip sack Ronnie Stanley's fault?
I think it was personally. He got cooked on the play. I say we needed about one more sec. Like
that's what I'm saying. But it's Lamar's fault. And the thing that's sick, Layden, this guy up here, wherever he is, talked all that shit about Lamar running. So Lamar stays in the pocket trying to get the ball out. Now he needs to run.
Yeah, and I know at
fucking hypocrite.
We're gonna have to get to that. We're gonna have to get to that Zay Flowers situation because if he scores, or if that goes another way, we're having a totally different conversation.
So I couldn't even finish my thing. Like with all that went wrong in that game for the Ravens, the game was still 17-10.
Your Honor, I say Exhibit A. I want us to count the seconds Lamar has in the backfield.
Let's go. We'll see. This is hilarious.
Oh, you guys are so lucky. I'm gonna wait for it to load, but we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back where we're at to continue. Because as soon as it loads, I'm on y'all ass.
So no, I'm actually kind of done because with all that happened, again, 17-10 ball game.
Yeah.
Like you guys, hats off to Spagnuolo. That defense balled out. Where we at? So what's the play?
Get back to the play. 1
on 1st and 10.
Stepped up. That sounds like 3-4 seconds right there.
4 seconds is too long to hold the ball in NFL.
He stepped up in the pocket to throw the football, and he got hit. Hey, who's capping, Joe? Who's capping? Who is capping?
4 seconds is too long in the NFL. Long in the NFL to hold the ball. Yes, it is.
To throw the ball downfield?
Well,
it's 4 seconds.
This is one thing. If you watch that play, he rolls out to the right, come back to his left, and steps up to the pocket.
Thank you.
So it's. I mean, two things are true. It could have been like, hey, why if you roll out to the right, you should not go back to your left.
On 1st and 10,
you should not do that. But also, Ronnie Stanley pulled the block. He did get this. That was fast.
The truth is,
he got cooked.
Thank you.
The truth is, Joey, when Lamar's not running and he's trying to sit in the pocket, he has terrible pocket presence. I've watched him versus the Steelers all the time. If he doesn't decide to run, his pocket presence.
You know what's
isn't
terrible
there.
about that take,
We all
Wayne?
can.
You're saying that, but that first touchdown was pocket presence.
First and
What are
10.
you
But we
talking
all
about?
can
He
agree.
broke a sack.
We all
It's not
can,
pocket presence. He just broke a sack.
And then he wrote
what?
Okay.
but we all can
Pocket
agree.
presence is breaking a sack.
We all can agree that Lamar
Okay.
Jackson is
Okay,
better outside the pocket. Is that not true?
On first and
Yeah,
10.
but people talk all this nonsense about him needing to stay in the pocket.
But hey, we get
So
that.
so
but
he
this
needs
is
to
the
prove
thing.
people wrong, right?
This is the thing. This is the thing. I'll go on my take, but I rather praise the Chiefs more because they actually played a great defensive game.
Right.
And
They did.
they were really strapping. Like people were barely open, and when they were open, it was a mistake or a misassignment. But that pass to Zay Flowers, I mean, that was amazing too. But Chiefs balled out. They did what they had to do. In the first half, the defense barely showed up, but they did enough to just allow only 14 points for the Kansas City Chiefs, which is pretty good. But I give it to the Chiefs for Mahomes' first two drives, classic. Just go down the field, score. Go down the field, score. But now the defense shows up second half, only allowed 3 points. That's when you need your offense to score. I said this all year, and Chubbs was right. Game planning all year. You're in the red zone. And I said this on the last part when we were talking. When they were messing up in the beginning of the season, they were passing the ball at least 40 yards going into the touchdown. We know you guys have the number one rushing offense in the league. Why? Why are we running play action? Why are we passing the ball? Run the damn ball.
I'm trying to figure out why the fuck we signed Dalvin Cook for.
If you have to run with Dalvin, why are you not running?
I'm trying to figure that out. He only ran the ball like 3 times.
It was blowing my mind.
What did Chubbs tell me? Mark my words, Dalvin Cook's gonna make a big
Bro,
play.
I thought he would.
Words
Why
were not
sign him?
marked. Words were
Why
not
sign
marked
him?
at all.
It blew my mind, man. But we do have to talk about Lamar. Yes, the offensive line did not help. A lot of pressure in your face. But when we don't give that same grace to Patrick Mahomes, right? Because we look at, we put those two guys in the same realm, right? The two guys that we think are very unstoppable, and you always have the game plan against this person. When Patrick
I told
Mahomes,
you guys this motherfucker wasn't unstoppable.
hold on. When Patrick Mahomes was under fire, he's getting smacked by the when he lost to the Buccaneers. That defense was destroying him, killing him. He was getting smacked, ball hitting people right in their chest, and they can't catch the ball. So, and we did not give him grace. We always say, hey, well, he lost to He lost to Brady, blah, blah, blah. He's probably not going to do this part. And then he goes on, he loses Tyreek Hill, and he goes and wins the championship, and he goes back to another championship. So I think we just have to keep it consistent when we talk about Lamar. When we talk about Lamar, we expect greatness. And if you are going all season saying, oh, I don't care if I'm going to run the ball and that's going to win me a game, I don't want to hear, oh, you guys told us to stay in the pocket. No, I don't want to hear that. Stick to your game plan, run the ball, and score. I don't want to hear, oh, you guys say, oh, he needs to pass the ball more. He needs to sit in the pocket. No, if you are saying
to that credit,
and hold on. If you're saying all season, we're going to run the ball because it works, and we're going to run the ball because this and that, don't use that as a crutch to be like, oh, you guys want him to pass the ball more, so he needs to sit. No, like, stick to the game plan, win the game. And that's what I was really disappointed in. You can't win a game having 3 turnovers. You can't.
So
and that's what he fell short at, and he needs to.
But if we're going to run the ball to win, and that's what you want to see, and just win games, you don't want to hear people say that. Then I don't want to hear when he does that. Oh, it's a running back.
Well, it comes with it, right? Doesn't it comes with the territory when the Miami Dolphins were doing certain things? So, well, this is the only thing you guys do. To only do one read, and the one read was working.
Because at the end of the day,
he's doing one reads. He's a Tyreek Hill merchant. So what? But we're winning games. That's what we're doing.
Because at the end of the day, it don't really matter about them stats. It's all about proficiency and winning.
Exactly. So, and then every time we said Chubbs. That's all they do is every time we said Chubbs, that's all they do is win the game. That's all they do is run the ball, and you say, "So what? What's your thing? So what? We're winning games. We're the best team in the NFL." So you got to live with the good and bad, man. You just can't go back. You just can't go back on your word and be like,
No.
he had to sit in the pocket.
No, he played terrible, and
He
it was
did. He played
a
bad.
big disappointment. Honestly, that's why I said I hope we never are 1 seed again, and we just
But
have to play somewhere else, so we don't have all that fucking pressure.
one more thing.
Folded under the pressure. Funny how that comes back full circle.
One more thing. I don't want to hear about Kyle Hamilton no more.
Hold on, time out. That's nasty. That's nasty. Wayne knows that's nasty. Wayne knows that's nasty. Wayne knows that's nasty because that first half, that 11-11 was zone coverage.
He still was. He was.
That was
still,
zone. It wasn't
still
man.
watching the ball. He was still watching the ball. He was
That
still
was,
watching.
but more than likely
the
they
ball
were
was
playing
going
zone.
his way. They
Second
were not
half they played
afraid.
man.
On that
They were
touchdown,
not
that was man.
afraid of Kyle Hamilton.
Okay, that's one time, Wayne.
They were not afraid.
Hey, Wayne, what'd you say? What'd you say? He was actually the what? What best what?
I say he was a bright spot because Roquan,
Okay, on defense,
best linebacker in the league, got bullied. Bullied.
I was watching him. I didn't hear his name often. He had the most tackles on the team, though. He did. He did. He was in on a lot lot but he was on tackles that almost
didn't matter.
Yeah.
It was like Devin Booker's 61 points. Empty calories.
A lot of our stars. I said in the last podcast, the stars are supposed to show out in these type of games, and ours did not. It's simple as that.
Kansas City
y'all really made them go in there, bully your kicker, and then bully y'all. This is crazy.
I do that, dude.
Here you go, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
They really did bully the kicker. Them
hey, Layden, he can talk because he has 2 teams. I wish I had 2 teams. Better probabilities.
Don't deflect, bro. Just keep basking in this L. We're gonna keep going.
I'm gonna keep basking that the Steelers haven't been to playoff or win a playoff game since Obama. So I'm gonna keep basking in that.
Shout out to the
Lamar Jackson has only had one good half of playoff football.
Lamar Jackson has more wins since he's been in the league in the playoffs than the Steelers have since he's been in. So stop talking to me.
Brock Purdy has more wins. Next,
I'm talking about the Steelers. I'm not talking about Brock Purdy. So stop talking to me.
One less.
I'm talking about your Steelers. I'm talking about your Steelers. Stop talking to me.
Back-to-back MVP.
Hey, King Deflector. King Deflector.
He got more MVPs than he got wins.
King Deflector. You got them blinders on Hall of Fame. The Steelers don't have more playoff wins since being in the league with Lamar. Lamar's been in the league.
More wins versus Lamar though.
Playoffs.
Lamar got more L's than
what's more?
He got wins in the playoffs.
What's more important? Playoffs.
Kenny Pickett got as many.
More important. Hey. He has more playoff wins than since being in the league than you. Your Steelers. So stop talking to me.
All right, man. Let's move on, man. DL, what you got, man?
I ain't got nothing on this one. I don't talk about the Ravens or Ravens fans, you know. I said it all, man. I said it all. No critique. I mean, Lamar.
I just want to say,
he definitely could have played better, but I mean, like y'all said, for him to play as bad as he did, only be a 7-point game. I mean, I think it was more.
That says a lot to the Ravens team.
It says a lot to
the team. That team
and it might.
It was their year, quote unquote. But we fucked up. We should have been.
So, I mean, I wasn't big on the Chiefs regardless before the season started or during the season, whatever the case may have been. But I just somehow knew they was going to end up in this position. I didn't think the Ravens was going to win this game. But I definitely do feel bad for Lamar's narrative moving on in the future. This game definitely does set him back a little bit, I would think. I don't want it to, but he got to stop looking at the media so much and thinking about I feel like that's what he does, looking at what the media is saying, you know, especially in these big moments. You got to use his feet. Like that's just a simple part of it. You know, he hasn't gone over 4,000 passing because he's so efficient with running. So you use what you use. And he didn't do that this game. I think he had a lot of opportunities to do that, but again, he just didn't take the extra step in being that elite talent in a situation like this. But you know, hats off to the Chiefs, and I think they'll probably win the Super Bowl because of this.
Oh, if this was Dak Prescott, bro, the language would be so different in this
Oh
podcast,
man.
bro.
Oh man.
The language. What they would be saying is, Dak, you only scored 10 points in your team in the playoffs. Is that what they would be saying, bro?
Oh, why are we
This is why
comparing
I
Dak
have to
Prescott
be
to Lamar
nasty.
Jackson?
This is
Don't do
why I
this.
have to.
That's
Are we about to
that's-
compare Dak Prescott to Lamar Jackson?
Why I
But that's
have
our
to be
that's our
nasty.
Are
point.
we comparing
That's
Dak
our
Prescott
point.
to Lamar Jackson?
But
That's
the
even
point.
worse. We should
That's
be
the
on him
point.
harder.
Yeah.
What's
we
the
talking
point? That he
about,
lost to the
bro?
Chiefs by 7 points?
And when Dak lost to the Niners, we were still on his ass. So what are we saying? By 7 points, we did the same thing. This is
But
why I gotta
the
go hard.
the
And y'all call
Ravens
me a
the
troll.
Ravens beat the Niners though. Are we talking about this year or in the past?
We're talking about in the past, in the playoffs, when Dak lost to the Niners and they only scored 10 points and it was close games because their defense kept it close. That happened last year. They only lost by 7 points to them. And we came on this podcast and called Dak ass. You two, Smoog and Chubbs.
Dak is
You
trash
have done
because Dak turns the ball over. Dak
So
has
what the
Just
fuck
turned the
is
ball three
Lamar
over
do?
3 times.
in one game. I'm talking about that was one game. He had a bad game. I just say he had a bad game.
Lamar had 2
Lamar has
turnovers.
not- Lamar is one of the worst.
Lamar had a lot of turnovers this season.
Well, you said he had 3
7
this past game.
Yeah, 29 touchdowns
He had
and 7
2.
turnovers.
Then
He had a
He
pick.
had 29 touchdowns and 7 turnovers.
One.
He was
One
MVP.
interception,
He was turning the ball over like.
2 times.
Stop.
Wait.
Like don't no. He had 7 turnovers this year.
Are you
He
only
had
counting
fumbles.
interceptions?
What about the
Seven-
fumbles? How many fumbles?
Th-
How many
Those are
fumbles did he
the
have?
those were the turnovers.
Seven,
That-
yeah. Seven, yeah.
So
Seven
he only
turnovers.
lost. He only had 7 turnovers
I
total.
believe
Interceptions
he
and
had
fumbles.
7. I'm not sure how many fumbles yet, but still, regardless.
But we count that for Josh Allen. So we should
I'm
count
talking
that
about
for
Dak
Lamar Jackson.
Prescott last year. Dak Prescott last year. How many turnovers last year?
Dak do what? I think like 10 interceptions or more. It was
Dak
double
do-
digits.
Dak threw 7 picks in a matter of what 6 weeks. I thought something like that. In the past,
What does that matter? Because he
My
so
point
Dak
is,
plays like himself.
I
He
call
called him
Dak
trash,
because he
and
turns the
Lamar
ball over.
has came into the playoffs
I
and has
Dak
had
trash.
1.5. He has had
Bro,
one
oh
and a
my
half
God.
good
You're
playoff games.
comparing. Y'all
One and a
are
half.
talking about playoff. I'm talking about talent and productivity. I'm not talking about wins in the
You know
playoffs.
what Wayne's name is?
That's not what I'm
Box
going
score
by.
watching.
Dak
That's
had
not what I'm
15.
going by.
Dak had 15 interceptions last year. How many interceptions do you think our best quarterbacks through this year?
Probably a lot because they throw the ball with a higher clip.
So does
So I know
Dak.
Josh Allen has a lot more.
Dak threw
And
the ball as many times as our quarterbacks threw the ball this year, and they threw the same amount of interceptions. Now Dak did the same thing this year and threw less interceptions this year, but we still don't talk about that.
He didn't get 10 picks.
Anything
He
about
worked
that,
on it. That was good.
about that year until he didn't win.
Until he
Like,
didn't win, right?
In the playoffs, and he played trash in the playoffs. He played trash.
He played trash in the playoffs, but also his defense didn't even look out for him.
So, DL, what are you gonna say about Lamar only having one good half of playoff football? He played 2 games, only had one good half.
Y'all saying this against the Chiefs, but it's the Chiefs. Dallas lost to the Bucks. What are we talking about?
Lost to the Packers.
The Packers. I'm sorry,
They lost to the Packers. Yeah.
Jordan Love. Like, what are we
And I
talking
told
about?
you. I'm
talking about Dallas as a team. Lost to the Packers, bro. Gave up.
Right.
40
What are you shaking your head about? What are you shaking the
I
head
don't
about?
get it. It's still a bad
You're
game.
just so nasty, Wayne. I'm sick of it.
A bad game is a bad game.
Jordan Love didn't have a
I'm
better
just
playoff than
sick of it.
Lamar.
I'm just sick of it. I'm just sick of it.
No.
We're comparing.
I'm just sick of it, man. I really am.
comparing Lamar Jackson losing by 7 points to the Chiefs to Dak Prescott
No.
beat by the Packers.
About to go on hiatus.
This is the thing, DL. I think your thing we're trying to compare.
The 7 points wasn't because of fucking Lamar Jackson.
Hold
The
on.
7 points is because of the defense. What are we talking about?
We're not.
Hey, yeah, Lamar didn't break a sack.
They didn't.
Lamar didn't break a sack. That's crazy.
They
played
didn't score
conservative
points.
in the second half because they didn't want to turn the ball
There were
over.
missed opportunities which the Ravens could have scored points. They just didn't. Like, and
hold on.
That's literally what it was.
Hold on. So when Dak lost to the Packers, if y'all watched the game, you could see that no one was pretty much open. On the same situation was going on that happened for Lamar, happened for Dak. Nobody was open. He was barely to get the ball off, and they weren't running the ball very well. The same situation. So now when we talk about Lamar, obviously Lamar and Dak is not in the same QB room. We're not talking about that. We're talking about that the fact they lost in the same. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
That's
I'm talking that.
That's
I
what
want
Wayne
to
is.
clarify. I'm trying to clarify. No, hold on. Let me clarify.
Don't do that.
Let me
Y'all know
clarify.
that's not what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Y'all are trying to say that to scapegoat the bullshit that y'all do.
Let me hold on. I'm trying to explain.
I don't know what bullshit. That said he played terrible.
Let me explain. Let me explain. Wayne, what pretty much we're saying is that since Lamar, even though we hold Lamar on a higher pedestal, and he lost this game in this fashion, we should be coming at him more because he is on a higher pedestal. He was on the better team, the best team in the NFL. And then he happened to only score 10 points after we said they had the best rushing defense. He was throwing the ball better. He had a better season passing the ball. And when he came out and he shit the bed and he had 2 turnovers. One was a strip sack, which I kind of think it was also his fault. I could also blame part of it on the offensive line. And he also threw a pick, throwing the ball into triple coverage.
Yeah, that was inexcusable. That was inexcusable.
So why? So what Wayne is saying? So what Wayne is saying, and I also agree on.
I know he was trying to get a flag, but still, you can't throw it into the triple coverage.
Not being hard on Lamar as we should be because we do, and we hold him at a higher standard. So there is some type of caping that we are doing here because we're not going as hard.
I'm just trying to figure.
It doesn't matter if it's the Chiefs. It doesn't matter if it's the Chiefs or we're going versus Patrick Mahomes because at the same time, when Tua not on the same level as Lamar Jackson, when he lost to the Chiefs, he got destroyed.
I feel like Lamar is getting destroyed for his performance. Like
Lamar is getting,
but you're not doing.
They want us to destroy. He's getting torn up against on ESPN.
He shit the bed. I said
he shit the bed. He played terrible. I don't know how many times we gotta say that.
Played way better. There were
opportunities. Bro, that's bullshit.
Y'all want me to sit up and say Lamar's trash? That's what y'all want me to say.
That's what he wants me to do.
I want you to say Lamar plays trash. He was bad. He's horrible. I want us to speak the truth.
Why would I call him bad or horrible?
I want us to
he was bad.
He played
terrible. It's terrible.
And he's no. I want to get to the nitty-gritty that Lamar Jackson is one of the worst playoff performers in QB history. So far, that is true.
Oh, that's
not doing that. Not doing
that.
Not doing that.
Performance do we remember from Lamar that we were like, wow, that was amazing?
The one that they had the week before.
Yeah, last week?
He had 2 rushing and 2 passing touchdowns. The only quarterback to ever do that. What?
Y'all want to talk about strength of team? Y'all want to talk about strength of team?
According to Wayne, that's the second coming of the greatest quarterback ever.
They want us to create a negative.
Was he not? What? Hold on. Wayne was not saying that shit about CJ Stroud.
Yeah, CJ Stroud was great. CJ Stroud's great. He's going to be a great. What does that have to do with Lamar only playing one good fucking half of football versus the Texans? Shut the fuck up.
But we know if this was someone else.
I'm calling out y'all not keeping the same energy. That's all I'm doing.
I'm not calling Lamar Jackson trash. He played a terrible football game.
I'm not calling Lamar
trash. So is Dak Prescott trash? Is Dak Prescott trash?
He's a good quarterback.
Top 12.
Is Dak Prescott trash? Because I've heard
he's not top 10. Is what I said.
So
if he's top 10, he's 10. That's all I'm saying.
Dak is trash.
Yes, Chubbs also said Dak Prescott is trash.
Better year than he had last year.
Every time he has a bad performance, that comes out of your mouth. So, but y'all don't think he's trash?
Last year I thought he was trash. This year,
Lamar's not trash.
Had a better year.
I don't know. If Lamar's
not trash. Listen, Lamar has won MVPs. Lamar doesn't deserve to be judged by. I don't want no more judging of Lamar by regular season bullshit. Because when it comes down to it, he's not there in the playoffs.
I can agree.
If you had to rank Lamar of all the QBs that played in the playoffs this year, thus far, where does he rank? And I'm gonna give you the QBs.
Playoff performance, bro. Like that's what you're talking about. So of course he's not good.
That's the most important thing.
That's what we're talking. That's how you win championships.
I get what I'm saying.
When they get to the playoffs, his quarterback play after the playoffs.
All right.
We got MVP.
The point I'm making is that you're still taking Lamar as your quarterback in a top 5 scenario. That's
if I'm trying to win a championship, no.
It doesn't matter. Yes, you are.
Yes, it
See,
does.
see,
No,
hey, you know
not.
what's funny,
lying.
Dio? He says that shit with a little
Why am I
smirk. So
lying? He's
stop.
trash in the playoffs.
Just stop.
Say
Just
what?
stop,
Yes,
Wayne.
If I'm,
so
if I'm
you're
Just
trying to
stop,
win the
taking.
Wayne.
playoffs,
Just
Okay,
stop.
if I'm trying to win
Go
the
on to the next.
finals, if
so
Go
I'm
on to
you
the
trying to
have
win
next
the
topic
finals,
because you
One
said that
one
shit and you
if
question.
I'm
smirked
and
and
listen,
laughed.
okay.
if I'm
It's
One
fine. It's fine.
one
You have
question.
four.
if
You
I'm
have
trying to win
Wayne.
the
There are 5
finals,
quarterbacks you're taking over Lamar if you're trying to win a
I'm
championship.
taking Jared Goff in the playoffs.
I
All
like
right, go
that.
to next.
I like that. That might be 6 then.
dead ass.
Next.
That might be
We're
6.
not
Like,
doing this no more.
are y'all, if y'all trying to win a
That's
championship, y'all
crazy.
picking Embiid?
Go next.
No,
It depends who's my next pick.
no,
No.
no,
It
Are you
depends
picking
is it
Embiid?
a
no.
snake?
What's your first?
Is
No
it a
is the
snake?
no is the right answer.
No. Lamar Jackson is Joel Embiid of the
I
NFL.
am taking Embiid.
Are you calling
He's
Joe?
my
Do
center.
we call Joel Embiid trash?
Yeah.
He's trash in the playoffs.
Oh my
100%.
god.
He's
100%
trash.
in the playoffs.
There we go.
And I
All
feel
right.
like it's disrespectful to Joel Embiid to call him Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson might be Julius Randle. Just saying.
Oh my god. That's terrible.
That's good.
Yo,
That's
we
nasty.
gotta admit, Joel Embiid is not good in the playoffs. He's always disappeared. He's either hurt
But he's
or
usually
he's coming
hurt.
back.
That's why I say that's why he might be Julius Randle. Because Julius Randle don't be hurt. He be there. And it's be ass. Joel at
All right,
least be hurt.
go to this next fucking
Julius Randle
topic.
is so
Jesus
nasty.
Right,
Christ.
this is
Stop,
not good,
please.
man. Because this is another quarterback that we gotta talk about
Yeah.
that didn't do well, and he also lost. And a lot of people here were saying, "Man,
So Jared Goff,
it's him."
Didn't do well. Oh
Jared-
my gosh. Didn't do
Yeah,
well.
didn't do well. That's crazy.
He did.
Didn't do well.
He didn't do well. Did he do
Or
well
they
to
just
you guys?
lost.
not
Or they
not-
just lost.
Wait, did he do well to you guys?
He did his job, but
He
it
did
is
his
what
job.
it is.
If he did his job, he would have gone to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he
The
did do
team,
his
they
job.
just played the
Like,
49ers.